We'll go ahead and get started with Darius. Anthony, go ahead and get started, please.
Absolutely, Darius. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. I guess just first off, just what do you notice about Michigan State when you watch the tape? Just what are they good at? What do you notice so far?
They play real hard. See that for sure. They play fast on offense, so we gotta get back in transition for sure. But the main thing that stands out is that they play really hard, and then we know it's gonna be a dogfight, so we gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, and Coach Cal had mentioned Michigan State's physicality a couple of times post game, and then on his radio show the other day. I guess just how much do you feel like the Memphis game maybe helped prepare you guys for the physicality you're going to see on Saturday?
Yeah, it definitely helped a lot. Memphis was definitely a little physical. Cincinnati, I think Cincinnati was a little physical too. But I think we ready for it. We play against each other every day. We physical with each other, so it's something we gotta do in the game against other people.
And then obviously you're going back home to Michigan. I know obviously the East Lansing's not Detroit, but you're going to have a bunch of family there. Just how excited are you to go play close to home?
Very excited. I haven't played there in about 2.5 years since the state championship game my sophomore year, so it's gonna feel good going back. And I'm just ready to see everybody back home.
Connor,
Oh,
welcome in.
hi. Hello. Hi, Darius. How you doing?
How you doing?
You mentioned that state championship. What do you remember about that run with Cass Tech?
Nah, it was good. Everything about it was exciting. I don't know, man. East Lansing, that was a great weekend right there. Semifinal state championship. So that was definitely a dream come true. And to win it with all my brothers, it was great for sure.
Do you know a head count of the people you're gonna have in the town and in crowd for the game?
Nah, it's gonna be too many though. I can't count right now because new people act telling me every day they coming that I ain't even think could come because I thought they had. It's some of my friends that's in college that's playing, but they coming because they don't got a game that day. So it's different people every day. I don't know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Kyle,
Going off that state championship game, I wanted to ask you about that, just how much that man as a sophomore, you leading the school to the team's first, I guess, first and only state championship in school history.
It meant everything. That was the whole thing. That was why I wanted to win it. Once I got there my freshman year, well, I kind of knew that before I went there that they didn't have a state championship, but to actually be there and win it and bring the school's first one, it felt different once you actually won it. Um, I don't know if Connor was there, but if anybody seen me, I ain't even run. I ran straight to the crowd with my family, so that's how excited I was. I ain't even stay on the court, so it was great for sure.
And Malik Thomas the other night mentioned about how you and him are kind of each other's spark plug. Obviously, you, him, and Isaiah, all true freshmen, had huge games. But now that you've played a full game with him, I know you've done scrimmages and things like that. But now that you have gotten that first game under your belt, just talk about the chemistry that you and Malik continue to have.
Oh yeah, it's great playing with a guy like that. He's special. He can score the ball anytime, anywhere. Just playing off each other. That's what we definitely focus on coming in here. We knew that's what we wanted to do, and I think it's gonna get even scarier building that chemistry with him and Isaiah. Like you said, Isaiah is a great player. He's one of the most talented players I've seen. So definitely gonna be a great year with those two.
Matt,
Yeah, hey Darius. First time getting to talk to you since Monday. Was just kind of curious what got into you at the end of the first half.
I don't know. I don't know. I sat back in, was back to ready to play. I guess I don't know what really happened. I think my teammates really just found me. I think I got 3 open shots, so that was great. And then got the and one, so I was kind of in the groove a little bit. So it was just great to get in that little groove right quick. It felt good, but definitely credit to my teammates. They found me.
Coach Cal was saying there's a lot of teaching moments from the film. What has kind of been those teaching moments this week leading up to the game from the Southern game?
Just being more disciplined on defense for sure. We gave up a lot of points. I think that was one of the main things. And then offensively, just staying, just always. I think we're doing a good job at it, but just keep moving the ball as a team. Everybody can go, so just keep doing that, and we're gonna be fine.
I think we asked you a couple weeks ago, but were you raised a Michigan State fan or even Michigan fan?
Nah, Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
And then kind of last one for me is how do you maybe control the nervous excitement if there is for going back to play in front of a lot of family, or is that not even come into play?
Nah, it's not. I can't be. So yeah, it's not even in my mind. But just see, I can't wait to see everybody for sure. Like before the games, of course, I'm gonna be excited to see them. But once the game gets started, I'm gonna forget that I'm even at home. So I'm just worried about the game, winning the game, leaving out there with a win.
Hutch.
Is Darius going back to all the people you're going to have there at the game? I mean, how are you divvying up tickets? Are you having to like ask your teammates for their tickets, or kind of how's that going?
Yeah, some of the guys that's not playing, yeah, asking them. But certain people already had their tickets. I was surprised. Certain people already bought them. Like I ain't even had to send them. So I'm glad they did that. I ain't gotta, go crazy on asking them. But sometimes, yeah.
Being a talented guy from Michigan, have you ever had any interactions with Coach Izzo, or did he recruit you much? Kind of what was that like?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Izzo came to my school, 10th grade. Came to Cass. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Coach Izzo. He recruited me a little bit in that summertime, and then ultimately I came here, of course. But I got a lot of respect for Coach Izzo.
And last thing, are there any guys on Michigan State that you are friends with that you know or played with or against in AAU or high school or anything?
No.
Appreciate it.
Evan.
Yeah, hey Darius. Just one for me. Being from Michigan, obviously first true road test for this team. Have you guys had any conversations about, the atmosphere of Breslin, one of the top places to play in the Big Ten? Have you guys talked about kind of dealing with the crowd noise early at all, trying to silence them?
Yeah, I told him it was kind of crazy. I don't think some of them really knew. I told them it's gonna be packed in there. Because the fans they actually come to the game out there. They crazy for sure. I know that for a fact. They crazy, and they support a lot Michigan State. Michigan State is a big school. Big school. A lot of people from Detroit go to Michigan State. So yeah, I know it's gonna be packed. I think Coach Chin knows. He coached in the Big Ten, so he knows about it. So yeah, a couple of guys know.
Thanks, Darius.
Jackson.
Hey Darius, what's has anything surprised you so far about this year's team? Like when you guys get going in the summer and stuff, and now through two exhibitions in one game, has anything stood out as maybe a good or a bad surprise from what you've seen so far?
Uh, just how much talent we have. That's really been the biggest for me. I haven't played with this much in a long time. Like we say every day, we got 8 or 9 starters. So that's kind of crazy to have on one team. But I wouldn't say a lot of bad surprises, no. But I've seen a lot of stuff that surprised me. TB surprised me for sure. TB been surprising me, seeing how great he's playing. So there's just a lot of great chemistry with the team, though.
You obviously left Detroit Michigan your sophomore year. After your sophomore year, what did the move to IMG Academy do for you? Just in your maturity, both on the floor and off the floor. I mean, how did that help your development?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I went for that exact reason to help me on and off the floor. Just being, better in those situations. That was my first time, actually. I was on like a college campus. I stayed in dorms. I was there by myself. My family wasn't really there until the season. So just getting used to that life, it was different for sure. But I got used to it, so it kind of became easy. Definitely my senior year, and I credit Coach Mack for that. He built me for these moments like this for sure. Just doing a lot of things at IMG, it was different for sure.
You think that helped your transition here at all? Made life easier coming in freshman in college?
Yeah, for sure, definitely like the weight room. Defensive principles, certain stuff that I didn't know that I knew when I got there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he helped me with. It's IMG, it's like college, so everything there, everything they say about it was definitely true when I went for sure.
What have you seen? I know we talked a little bit about Michigan State, but anything stand out when you watch Jeremy Fears, the point guard? I mean, I think he had a double-double his first game. What makes him maybe a good college point guard, a guy? What do you have to watch for with that matchup?
Yeah, he got great pace. He plays the point guard very well. A lot of Izzo point guards play that way. Like you say, he had a double double, so we know he can pass. But just gotta stay in front. He's a great point guard for sure. Great college point guard, and it's gonna be a good matchup for sure.
All right, last one from me. I know last time we talked, we mentioned chicken heads. Are you aware that they're leaving Fayetteville and going to Bentonville? Do you have a backup chicken wing shop in town in mind?
Yeah, I seen it. Nah, I don't got one yet, but I'm gonna figure it out.
All right. See you, Darius. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Connor?
Hey Darius, I'm curious, being a freshman and being looked to have a big role in all that. Like when you play a game of this magnitude, big game, ranked game on the road, how do you manage the emotions and the hype around that? You know, it seems like you want to stay pretty level-headed, but how do you manage all that?
Yeah, it's different. As far as being in college, I had a homecoming game in high school too, senior year. That was kind of different. I was definitely too excited for that. But college is different. It's a team. It's more of a team. So it's like I gotta, I can't be focused on just what I'm gonna do. I gotta stay with my team and stay what we know we do best. And I think that's gonna be, I think that's how I stay level headed and just be focused on it. Really focus on the team so we can get the win.
Anthony?
Yeah, just one more for me. Darius, you're a guy who's been, on NBA draft boards for a long time, and you're obviously with your performances so far, you're staying there or even boosting your stock. I guess just, as a guy who's as young as you are to have already gotten that kind of, I guess, hype and everything around that, how do you kind of, I guess, stay grounded, and how much do you, I guess, see stuff like that?
Yeah, that's how I was raised. Just to stay humble at all times. Can't get too hyped, can't get too low. But just I think that's just my character though, just being myself. I'm not really a hyper person. So, just being that way my whole life, just building who I am every day is definitely great. And yeah, I see it sometimes, but I try not to pay too much attention to it. So, but it's great definitely to know that, I'm considered a top player.
Anything else for Darius? All right, guys. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mike.